After 3 years, 1,163 days, and 27,919 hours, they finally let a black man hold the TNT title as Scorpio Sky makes history. And honestly, this feels like the beginning of something special that, oh, fuck.
Pro Wrestling Bits. Subscribe now.
Scorpio Sky is your new TNT champion, and you love to see it. No, this was not done in response to Big Swole or posturing for diversity, but at the same time, it's not necessarily building a black pillar either. The answer lies somewhere in the middle, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's celebrate the god Scorpio Sky, AEW's go-to guy when it comes to black excellence. Now the first black TNT champion, Scorpio was the first black man to hold a championship in AEW when he won the tag titles with Frankie Kazarian. He's the first person of any color to hold both the TNT Championship and the AEW tag titles. He won AEW's inaugural Face of the Revolution ladder match. He was the first black man to ever get any type of win on pay-per-view. And to this day, Scorpio Sky by himself accounts for 50% of every black wrestler win on pay-per-view in the 3-year history of AEW. All 7 of them. This past Wednesday on AEW Dynamite, black wrestlers went 1 for 3 in their championship matches, and of course, Scorpio was the one. Long story short, Scorpio Sky is AEW's Barack Obama. He's both a hero and an exception to the rule. AEW Dynamite this past Wednesday was one of the best episodes in history for black wrestlers, who competed for every one of AEW's male-sanctioned championships. I've said it before and I'll say it again, winning and losing isn't the whole issue with black wrestlers in AEW, as long as their stories are being told and they're being put in positions to grow. That's exactly what happened this Wednesday. Dante Martin got a world title shot against Hangman Adam Page. They didn't wait until he was quote-unquote ready. They didn't play the give it time game. They didn't even run an angle. They just announced it on Twitter, and when young Dante inevitably lost, Hangman Adam Page put him over like $1 million on AEW's flagship show. Dante Martin wrestled the biggest match of his career and received his biggest career endorsement, and it all came in less than 15 minutes. From here on out, Dante Martin is to be referred to on this channel as AEW's Black Pillar. The Acclaimed wrestled for the AEW Tag Team Championships as Max Caster continues to carry the culture, while Anthony Bowens is quietly turning into a great wrestler. There's no Marty Jannetty on this team. Even Private Party was featured in AEW's biggest segment as they turned on Matt Hardy, only to brawl with Jeff Hardy in his debut. Keith Lee and Swerve were even featured in backstage cameos, so let's hope AEW has real plans for them as well. This was the type of melanated AEW that I'm here for, and the coup d'etat came when Scorpio Sky, AEW's one-man black history machine, delivered with a predictable AEW TNT Championship win. Because if you've been reading the tea leaves in AEW, everybody should have seen this coming since Dan Lambert started promoting Scorpio Sky as being undefeated for almost a year. Scorpio Sky's TNT title win spit in the face of Give It Time. Before this, Scorpio wrestled just 13 matches in 364 days. My man averaged just 1 match per month. AEW was wasting his time, but when they needed to heat up a heel to take the title off of Sammy Guevara and feed him to Wardlow a week later, they were suddenly able to make Scorpio Sky into one of the company's top heels real quick. Over the course of 2 months to be exact. He didn't have to be ready for this moment. AEW just stopped wasting his time, put him with the best manager they have, surrounded him with what looks to be a fire stable with money-drawing superstar Paige vanzant joining the fold, finessed his 13 matches in a year by promoting it as an undefeated streak, and voila, we have a top heel in the span of a couple of months, all from the carny power of the pencil. Funny how that works. Unfortunately, not only is Scorpio Sky trending to become a transitional champion, he's in danger of making even more black history, but for all the wrong reasons. Scorpio Sky has a big showdown with the rising Wardlow, AEW's Batista. Wardlow is on the precipice of superstardom in this company, and if he beats Scorpio Sky next week on Dynamite, Scorpio will not only become the shortest reigning TNT champion in the history of AEW, he'll be the shortest reigning AEW champion in any division of all time. I guess brothers are even getting cold feet in Jacksonville. Scorpio's already one half of the shortest reigning tag team champions in AEW history, but it doesn't have to be this way. Scorpio Sky really doesn't have to lose to Wardlow next week. Given the fact that Wardlow screwed MJF at AEW Revolution and MJF was nowhere to be found this past week on Dynamite, there's an outside chance that MJF returns the favor to Wardlow and Scorpio Sky's TNT title reign is more than just the transitional reigns that have defined his AEW career. This stable with Dan Lambert is finally starting to build some heat, and giving Scorpio Sky a real chance to run with the TNT Championship could lead to a late career surge for one of AEW's most underappreciated talents, all while creating a real star. At the same time, Wardlow winning the TNT Championship would be great storytelling, as AEW has established that he may be contractually obliged to give that title to MJF. I'd be fine with either result, but Wardlow will be fine long term. I don't know when Scorpio would ever get another opportunity like this, so my heart will be with him. March's Black Wrestler of the Month. The reason I'm so hard on AEW is because I know they're fully capable of cultivating black excellence whenever they want. This week was a prime example, as AEW simply booked black talent to be on television and actually invested their time in black excellence, something that has seldom happened over the 3-year history of this company. Much like the Obama defense, where people insist we're in a post-racial society because America messed around and elected one black president, there will be some people who think we're in a post-racial AEW because they made black history with the one man in that company who's allowed to make it. There's still a long way to go, but Scorpio Sky winning the TNT title was a step in the right direction, and until further notice, TNT stands for Dat Nigga Title. Don't at me.